Hello, welcome to Take 10 on Tuesdays with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Sandra Long Weaver. I'm the editorial director for the Tennessee Tribune, and our guest today is Ivon Hickmon, who's vice president of Athletes Can Think Too. And Ivon, so tell me, athletes can think too? Of course they can. Tell us a little bit about how that name came to be and why have you started an organization like this?
Well, sure. This came from an idea by Jeremy Perry, which is a really good friend of mine, actually when he was in college. He's a former student athlete as well as me, and a lot of times student athletes will have a stereotype about them, especially football players, that they might not have all the brains as well as the power. Okay. So it was his vision to create Athletes Can Think Too, so that we actually have a vision to see these student athletes just dismantle the mediocrity outside of sports and inside their professional endeavors.
Okay. So tell me now, so where did you and Jeremy play football?
Well, we actually connected in 2007. He was a freshman and I was a junior at Middle Tennessee State University.
Okay. All right. Majoring in what? What did you all major in? Just curious.
I'm not exactly sure what Jeremy majored in.
Okay.
I graduated with a master's in sports management.
Great. Okay.
So yeah, we both just have a heart to give back because we've been there, mm-hmm. and we know that there is a future outside of sports, and a lot of times student athletes kind of narrow vision as far as just trying to make it to the pros or staying in their sports lane, but we want to open that window up and show them that there's more than just a sports lane to go to.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about Athletes Can Think Too. Who are the athletes that you're looking at? Is it mostly football players? Are they high school students, college students?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Our target players is really we're outside of the box. So it's any sport. So whether it's a football or golf or tennis, we hold no boundaries for the sports. We actually focus on the Middle Tennessee area right now, but we do recognize athletes from surrounding states to be our student athlete of the month. So recently we had a young lady that was actually on the rowing team at the University of Michigan. Oh, wow. So just to kind of show you the diversity that we have with Athletes Can Think Too. And so the events that we have had so far, we have targeted the student athletes in the high school.
Okay.
And so that's kind of where we've been, and we're not limited to that, but just right now this is where our focus has been with the high school students.
And so what are you meeting with them weekly, monthly? How are you working with the students?
Well, we actually hold events throughout the year, and so our mission with these events, we want to see these student athletes be empowered. And when we empower them, we want to hold events that will instill positive core values and leadership skills that reflect a progressive, positive life outside of sports, as well as in sports as well. And so, for an example, the last event that we had was called Girl Talk.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so this event, we actually targeted high school basketball girls.
Okay.
We had Overton High School and White Creek High School that was a part of this event. And while there, we had a lot of fun. We actually did, we had a lot of volunteers from former student athletes who actually played basketball. So we did drills, we did a lot of fundamental things.
Oh, and so it's physical, can be physical activity as well as girl talk.
Yes, yes. And one of our core values is nourishment. And so we want to nourish your mind, body, and soul. Okay. And so we had the body part there as far as doing fundamental skills. And then we actually went to the classroom, and then we spoke on sexual and drug education, social media, and interpersonal communication skills. And so we try to mix it up and really engage the student athletes. But also we know that we're dealing with high school kids or young adults, so we know that we don't want to just lecture them.
Right.
And so we want to keep them involved and make it fun for them, and for them to really take something from the event that they were a part of.
Okay. And so now how do you get the word out that you're having an event or meeting with the students? And how many students are you working with now?
Well, we have probably worked with a little bit over 100 high school students. How we get the word out is basically through social media and word of mouth.
Okay.
We actually have our website that shows all of our upcoming events, anything that's going on with Athletes Can Think Too. And the website is www.athletescanthinktoo.org. That's ORG. And so they can go to our website and they see a ton of events, anything that we have coming up. And then we have our social media on Instagram and Twitter at Athletes Think 2, the number 2.
The numeral 2. Okay. All right. And so, I think there are a couple of things that are coming up before the year is out.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me a little bit about those.
So right now we are actually finishing up our Turkey Day Challenge.
Okay.
And this is going on right now. And this event was targeted to metro area high schools to have a competition to raise canned food goods. And the winner out of the competition, and we like keep the athletic spirit, so we're competitive.
Okay.
And so the winner was going to treat them to a nice lunch.
Oh.
But the proceeds from the donation of the canned goods that we are receiving, we will actually donate it to the Bridge Ministries, and we're actually going to be bringing the student athletes from the surrounding high school that participated to help volunteer actually next Monday, or this Monday coming up the 23rd at the Bridge Ministries.
Okay. All right. That sounds great. And then I think there's also something in December that's coming up.
Yes, we are having our Christmas on Wheels bike explosion. It will be held on December the 12th. That's Saturday. And we wanted to have an event during the Christmas holidays because we know that there are a lot of kids out there that may not be fortunate as others to receive the gift on Christmas. And so what we want to do, we want to raise 100 bikes to give to 100 kids.
Oh, wow.
And directly we're working with Bellshire Elementary School.
Okay. So the bikes will benefit the students at that school.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is our first year doing it. So we have been just reaching out to people in the community, just Nashville overall, just to get as much support and donations as possible, because it's a priceless gift when a kid receives a bike. And so and it goes more than a bike, because what we're doing, we want to promote a healthier lifestyle. And so a lot of times kids could get attached to video games.
True.
So we want to get them outside and get them on their bikes.
Okay.
And at this event, we'll be teaching on bike safety, and we will actually have Metro Police Department coming out and helping us out as well.
Oh, great. Okay. That sounds really good. Where will the event be held?
This will be held at Bellshire Elementary.
At the elementary
Yes,
school.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All
And
right.
that information is on our website.
Great.
And then also a little insider about this event. We're not just giving these gifts away. We actually have a requirement to the kids at Bellshire to come up with a small essay,
Ah, okay.
a couple sentences for the kindergartens.
Okay.
But just a write-up of what it will mean for you to get a bike. What does it mean for bike safety, and for them just to pull out of themselves writing skills,
Right.
and their cognitive skills. And so that's the only application to get this bike.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. It sounds like you're doing some really great work in the community. So, what are you now? Are there plans to expand beyond working with elementary and high school students into the colleges?
Yes. We have a blueprint of our future, and we definitely have plans to roll into the collegiate level. And so that is to come, hopefully within the next year or so. And we've been established for about a year and a half now. And so this is our first year. And we want to keep on rolling. So next year, when we have our Christmas on Wheels bike explosion, we can expand it to multiple elementary schools.
Great.
And so we are kind of a snowball rolling and getting bigger and better.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Ivon, and it's great to hear about all the work that you're doing in the community. Look forward to hearing more about what you're doing. And thank you for joining us today, and look to hear a little bit more about Athletes can think too. And if you have children, again, Ivon, can you tell us the website address if you're interested in having your children participate?
Yes, you can go to athletescanthinktoo.org. That's www.athletescanthinktoo.org. Or you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you for having
you.
us.
Great.